The United States conducted its central military operations in Greenland from the 1940s until the 1960s. The U.S. received permission from Denmark to operate in Greenland in 1941 for World War II purposes before extending their activities into the Cold War. Denmark stopped trying to remove the U.S. by 1948, and both countries joined NATO in 1949. A 1951 treaty gave the U.S. a significant role in Greenland's defense, including military bases and participation in NATO exercises. The U.S. military used media to create a favorable representation of their presence in Greenland. Camp Century and Project Iceworm remain significant Cold War relics, blending scientific achievement with military ambition. Built in 1959 beneath Greenland's ice sheet, Camp Century was ostensibly a research facility, but secretly served as a prototype for Project Iceworm, a plan to construct a network of tunnels housing nuclear missiles aimed at the Soviet Union. The instability of the ice ultimately doomed the project, and Camp Century was abandoned in 1967. Today, the legacy of Camp Century has resurfaced due to climate change. Greenland's rapidly melting ice sheet threatens to expose hazardous waste left behind, including radioactive materials, fuel, and other contaminants. Studies predict that by 2090, the site could transition from net snowfall to net melt, releasing pollutants into nearby ecosystems and oceans. This environmental risk has sparked geopolitical debates over cleanup responsibilities between the U.S., Denmark, and Greenland. Recent radar surveys by NASA have revealed unprecedented images of Camp Century's buried structures, offering insights into its construction and historical significance. These findings also highlight broader implications for climate science, as soil samples from the site indicate Greenland's ice cap is younger than previously thought and has melted during past warm periods. Such data underscore the potential catastrophic impact of future ice sheet loss on global sea levels. The U.S. remains interested in Greenland due to its strategic location and untapped resources. Renewed attention stems from geopolitical competition in the Arctic, particularly with Russia and China. While Camp Century itself won't be revived, its legacy continues to inform discussions on climate change, Arctic sovereignty, military history, and military strategy. A U.S. exit from NATO would significantly undermine the alliance's ability to secure the North Atlantic and Arctic regions, leaving them more exposed to Russian and Chinese influence. It would also place greater pressure on Denmark and Greenland, while disrupting NATO's collective defense framework in one of its most strategically important areas.